Hi and welcome to the third video in my 0200 series, and today we are building sentry boxes. So the Germans are basically the defenders, at least in the standard game, and I thought they needed some sentry boxes, and I couldn't really find any that I liked on the internet, so I decided to build my own. So material-wise, we have 1mm thick balsa wood and cork. That's it. So very short material list. The sentry box itself is 50mm high at the highest point, and it's 25 by 25mm square, and the cork is 35 by 35mm square. So I tried to make it quite tall and thin. So we start off with cutting out all the walls and also cutting out the opening for getting in and out of the sentry box, and then I glued it together, and after that I painted the whole thing white on the outside and black on the inside. And this is more or less just in preparation for the next step, which is adding all the lines for the markings on the sides. And I think the markings on the side are the biggest hurdle generally for people to, when they want to paint German sentry boxes. What I did, I made a tiny V-shaped template, so I could basically just mark out all the V-shapes in a consistent manner, and then it was more or less just adding paint between the lines. So it took a while, probably an hour per sentry box maybe to paint. So I started with the white base coat, then I added all the black and all the red and gave it a quite heavy wash with Agrax Earthshade, and then I painted everything black and white and red again, and I just did that repeatedly until I got a weathered look, because the sentry boxes are standing outside all the time and probably close to a road, so they should be kind of weathered, I think. That is what I went for, at least. Here is the end result. If I were to change something on the build, which I really want, but I'm not going to do, it is the opening. Well, I would say that it's about 5mm too tall. So what I could do is just cut 5mm off from the bottom and just re-glue it on the base and do a bit of weathering, and no one would notice. But then it would look a bit too wide, I think. So then I had to split it in basically vertically and remove material that way also, so it still has that tall and thin look. So yeah, it's a bit too wide, it's a bit too tall, but I think once it's on the tabletop, no one really will notice except me. So yeah, the improved version would be 45 millimeters high and basically 20 millimeters wide. That is basically it for today. If you have any comments or questions or anything, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on Sunday.